Although many people have given this game a bad review, including the Angry Video Game Nerd, I can't agree with them. Now, I mean no disrespect to the AVGN or anybody else out there who reviewed this game, but I think it's a lot better than people have given it credit for, and I just want to take the time to explain to you why I think you might want to give this game a second chance. Now, you don't have to agree with me, and that's fine if you don't, but just hear me out. I think the big problem is that people try to play this game like Contra, just run in and shoot all the terrorists, but that won't work in this case. Instead, you have to play it more like a strategy game. You have to kill a few guys, get in, get out, and try to inflict the maximum amount of damage upon the enemy while sustaining the minimum amount of damage yourself. Once you think of this game as a strategy game rather than an action game, I think you're going to enjoy it a whole lot more. And to this end, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to survive in the advanced level. Now bear in mind, the game is still tough even with these tips, I'm not going to deny that, but hopefully it'll help you get through the game a little bit easier. So here we go, let's get into the game. My first tip is, as soon as you get the submachine gun, almost never shoot straight ahead, like this. Instead, try to shoot at a 45 to 90 degree angle, like this. You accomplish this by pressing down on A, holding it, and then going in a 45 to 90 degree angle, like so. It's a lot easier to hit targets when you spray them with bullets like that, instead of just trying to shoot straight ahead. One of the few times you'll want to shoot straight is like here, when Hans is calling Franco up to go check the 32nd floor. What you can do is just stand here and wait, and shoot straight. When you hear the chime, start shooting. You'll ambush him before he even gets out of the elevator and kill him like this. Another useful time to shoot straight is when a guy comes around a corner like this, you can nail him. Another useful time to shoot straight is if you know a guy's going to come through a door like that. You see, I nailed him before he can even get out of there. My second tip is almost never go on floor 33, because this is suicide. I mean, look at all these guys coming after me at once. I mean, if you try to go and take on this floor, you're pretty much, signing your own death warrant. However, you can use these stairwells for protection, and let me tell you, they are lifesavers. I mean, the enemy can sit here and shoot at you as much as they want, but the bullets won't penetrate through the stairwell. Another tip you can use is to go out and spray some bullets, hit the enemy, and then retreat back into the stairwell. As you can see, you can hit enemies even while you're retreating. And this spraying bullets comes in extremely handy. I know you might be worried about wasting ammunition, and under normal circumstances you'd have good cause to do so. But the thing is that a lot of these guys drop clips full of ammo. And another thing is, when you get to the final battle with Hans, you lose whatever ammunition and flashbangs you get, so there's really no point in keeping them. It's just, moderation is the key. Spray a lot of ammo, but don't spray too much. Another tip is, notice the enemy AI. The patterns are extremely predictable once you know what to look for. For example, that guy will always be down there. You see down there, the one, that jerk-off right there? Yeah, him. And also, a blue guy will always come out of that door above. Always. Bank on it. Oh, and there's an easy way to take this guy out. Just spray bullets right over here. See, I hit him without even going near him. And these blue guys are extremely predictable. He'll go up there all the time. And you can even hit him without going out. Well, they didn't there, but there. See? And I nailed him. Like I said, spraying bullets is very, very useful. Another thing, the guy will always come out of that door. Always. Like I said. And he'll go back through that door. Well, he won't now, because he's dead, but he'll always go through that door on the right there. Always. Oh, another thing, if you know a guy's going to come out of the door, use these flashbangs, or if you see him here, you can nail them both. Well, of course, if you don't get hit first. These flashbangs are extremely useful. Very useful. See, this guy's coming, nail him before he gets there, and you'll stun him, and you can shoot him like this. The only thing is just make sure you finish him off. Also, flashbangs can be very useful in elevator ambushes, like this. I stun the guy before he even gets off the elevator, now I can just kill him at my leisure. Another thing, almost never engage in hand-to-hand combat. I mean, chances are likely you're gonna get the shit kicked out. You look at these guys, they look like rock'em sock'em retards. Here's another section where spraying bullets and using the stairwells will come in handy. There's like 3 guys in this floor. If you just spray bullets, it's a lot easier to hit them. And you don't risk your life doing it. Here's another excruciatingly predictable bit of enemy AI. Just go to that locked door, then run back here, down here, and the key guy will always come out of the room down there. Just shoot at him, then hit him, run away, then come back, shoot him again. You'll nail him, then just come back and get the key. No problem. This roof part coming up can be very annoying because sometimes there's two guys waiting right at the front to ambush you, and sometimes there's not, like here. I don't have any tips to help you there, but the best thing I can say is just keep friggin' running. In both cases, but especially if the guys ambush you right at the front there, when you come off the stairs. Here's what I mean, the guys just appear out of nowhere, and it's just so fucking annoying. I mean, you really gotta be fast. And if they throw a flashbang, you may as well forget it. Like here. One thing I really like about the game is that it's almost like a choose-your-own-adventure version of Die Hard. For example, if you get up to the roof before the second lock is broken, you can go up here and call the police like in the movie. But of course, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I mean, Al won't show up, and you won't have the police surrounding the place, but it's a nice touch. Another tip I have is almost never take the vent shaft. And the reason for that is, as you can see in the lower right-hand corner, you lose your submachine gun and get stuck with the pistol. However, if your health is really low, I might suggest taking the vent shaft because if you call the police, oftentimes there'll be a guy on the left-hand side of the screen over there waiting to ambush you, and he'll kill you if you don't have a lot of health. Oh, be careful about taking the ducks, otherwise this'll happen. Also, if your foot power is depleted at this point, I would definitely suggest going down to floor 34 and picking up the first aid kits there, because trust me, you're going to need it. Before you begin the game, I think it's really helpful to have a strategy about which floors you're going to take and how. For example, I would suggest starting out on the 32nd floor, then going up to 33, then skipping 34, and then going to 35, then taking care of the roof, then coming back down and doing 34, then going to 31, because by that time, Heinrich should be down there with the detonators, and you have to take him out to get them. Here's another tip. If there's a guy in this room in 31 like now, just toss a flashbang grenade, stun him, then go him and kill him. Like this. And it minimizes the risk to you. When you get down to 31, kill Heinrich and his cronies, and get the detonators off him. Now you have a choice. Either you can take the detonators off Heinrich's body and use them to arm the C4 and get the best ending at the end of the game, or you can just leave them there and let Hans people reclaim them. It's up to you. Personally, though, I would suggest definitely taking the detonators because you'll need them later on. Take a wild friggin' guess, John. If you refuse to take the detonators, or you lose them on one floor and then go down to another, this is the message you're going to get. If you're badly injured, I'd suggest going through the floors and picking up the first aid kits and the sodas. But don't use too many of them because you might need them later on. The C4 will come in really handy for blowing open doors like this one. Oh, and definitely pick up this rocket on the 35th floor, because you'll need it down on 4. Also, there's a map that shows you where the computer mainframe is, but the map and the rocket are put in different locations each game, so you have to go exploring the floor to find them. Take the express elevator down to the 4th floor. When you get to the 4th floor, man the rocket launcher, then check the start screen. In the lower left-hand corner, the map will tell you where the computer mainframe is. In this case, it's to your north. Aim the rocket launcher to your north and fire. And you'll destroy the mainframe and get some goodies for your trouble. From here on out, you just go floor to floor, taking the terrorists out until they break into the vault and get the bearer bonds. Sometimes Al will call you on the radio and help you by telling you where some of the guys are, but frankly I think he's just a pain in the ass who bothers you when you're in the middle of a firefight and probably gets you killed, so I'd ignore him. Okay, so if you get to lock 6 and you're still holding onto the detonators, Hans is going to send Carl after you, as you see in this cutscene. Of course, you could fight Carl like the movie, but I'd rather just plant some C4 and blow the fucker up. There you go, your problem solved. But I have a question. How the hell could he possibly survive that explosion, then reform himself and attack John at the end of the movie? I don't know, let's just move on. Okay, so if you still have the detonators, and you defeat most of Hans's men, they have to get away because they can't blow up the roof. Now you have to go save Holly before Hans takes her away and gets away with the bonds.